Welcome back to a special episode of Retro Fanfic Retrospective in which we do something that is not quite retro and only kind of a fanfic. It's fiction. Never mind, it's fanfiction.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
It has to be.
It must be. I mean, I just decided that I'm an authority now. After 60 episodes of this show.
65, yeah.
I think I know a fanfic when I see one.
I would hope so. Otherwise, I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
Anyway, well, what you're doing here is you're about to play some more of Miracles Never Cease, the fan text adventure game by Satirize based on Revolutionary Girl Utena. We are doing a lot of Revolutionary Girl Utena content lately after a long, long dearth. Like, we did one early in the show and then nothing. But then we poked around with this, and there's another episode that should have come out before anyone hears this, which is extremely Revolutionary Girl Utena. So much so that I think Dom had difficulty maintaining engagement.
Well, I think that's the big thing, is I think you and I have had to hold ourselves back for Dom's sake.
There you go.
From digging too much into Utena content. But we did the first kind of very intro to this before.
Yeah. I'm not convinced it makes for good listening, but, you know, we got no positive or negative feedback about it, and that means that
they're neutral. The fans are neutral.
We're just doing this. No one stopped us.
To be fair, all we did in the first game was basically like, you know, you narrated, you were the parser, and I was getting myself oriented to how the game works. Well, so we really didn't do much.
Speaking of getting oriented, what do you remember about what is going on in this game?
So we are, I am a character who has, strawberry blonde hair. I don't even remember the character's name, but there was a
names are not as important as hair color. This is anime.
Exactly, yeah. And, short strawberry blonde hair, and I think I look like a model. I distinctly remember that. And I'm in love with Juri, and the whole object of the game is for me, this character who I am, whose name exists, but who cares, is trying to seduce Juri. Speaking of which, there is a pamphlet I picked up in my bedroom early on that I can now use to seduce anyone I want to, and it involves using terrible pickup lines.
Yes.
And I think what we've done so far is I went to my room, I went all the way to campus in my pajamas, and I had to go back and change. And then I went and saw Juri in the fencing room, and saw Sayonji in the kendo room, and saw
Kozue in the piano in the music room, maybe.
Yeah, and I obviously tried to seduce all of them.
Talk to Shiori back at the dorms.
Yes, talk to Shiori about her artwork. And I remember that we ended on me using seduce Juri on Juri in the fencing room just to try it out. But she still is very focused on her fencing practice that she's running, so it didn't have a result.
That's right. It appears that our first job is going to be to get Juri out of the fencing room, which probably, and it was heavily implied, that involves upsetting her very, very much.
Oh, and
So we're going to have to find a way to do that.
We're going to have to upset Juri in order to get her into the shower. Is that correct?
I think basically, yeah.
Also, I have apricot hair and periwinkle blue eyes.
Yes, I took the liberty of typing look self once I loaded the game here. You have apricot hair and gorgeous periwinkle blue eyes. Your zodiac sign is Scorpio and your blood type is A, which makes you compatible with Juri according to her Facebook page. You like cute things, romantic movies, and evil schemes. You are wearing a school uniform. You are carrying a... how do you even pronounce that?
Lascivious
leaflet and some cute pajamas.
Discussion before.
That's right. We are still carrying our pajamas, I guess, in case we need some.
Maybe we can put those away.
Oh, we may have also talked to Anthe, come to think of it.
Oh, did we?
Right.
I don't know what Anthe... Oh, yeah, we went to the rose garden.
Yeah.
I mean, the bird cage.
And we weren't allowed to, take the shears, I believe.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to take anything. We spoke to Anthe, and it was relatively fruitless. So.
Okay. Well, we're going to pick up from here. I'm going to maybe help you out a little bit more than I did last time. I have the layout of Otori Academy a little bit more in my head than you probably do. From playing this game, from looking at the maps and the, extraneous materials like the Saturn game booklet and that kind of thing. And so I can get us around a little bit better.
Yeah, I think you're right because I'm actually really good at head maps, but not from just watching the anime. That
Oh, no,
almost
the
gives me
anime
nothing.
helps
So,
not at all.
exactly.
You
So
know where
you have the
Akio's tower
reference.
is.
Yeah,
That's about it.
yeah. Because you can see it no matter where you are. Okay.
All right, so where to? We are currently in the fencing room and didn't seem to be able to get anywhere with Juri.
So we need to figure out something that will upset Juri, and I don't think that we have yet.
No, so I think more exploring is in order.
More exploring is in order. Now, do you recall which areas we have not yet explored?
I can just kind of walk us around into areas we haven't explored, I believe. We're kind of in the
Sure.
sports clubs area right now. So if
Sounds
we go
good.
south again, okay, Kendo Dojo, we've been
We've
there.
been there.
Let's see where else we can go. Over to the main quad, north to the athletic field. We haven't been here before, at least.
Yeah.
It's a perfect day to play or watch a ball game, and the other students are taking full advantage of it. The boys have taken over the multi-purpose athletic field for a game of basketball, while the girls jog on the paved oval track surrounding it or stand around on the pavement watching the game, much to the annoyance of the joggers. Among the players, you spot a girl you don't recognize. She has pink hair and a boy's uniform and is outplaying all the actual boys on the field. You go, girl, you think. South of here is the main quad, and to the north lies Otori's very own forest.
Oh. Well, so let's see. Can we talk to anyone that we see now? This is kind of ambiguous. It's like
Well, let's see if it allows us to recognize Utena as a separate entity, which it
Right.
may not.
because we don't know her name yet, but
Look, girl. How about?
girl, yeah, good idea.
She's having some typing problems here. She's creaming boys a foot taller than her, most of whom seem nonplussed. The girls watching the game cheer uproariously whenever she gets a basket, which is pretty often. She's probably no one important, though. So yes, I think as far as this game is concerned, we have no interest in Utena.
Yeah.
Ask a girl about basketball. Let's just
Sure.
check.
Yeah. We can try to ask something.
There is no reply. Yep, no.
Yeah, I think that was the main point is we can't really talk to Una because she's not important for this game. Which, if she was, would just make it would make it too actually Utena.
If you talk to Utena too much, you would stop chasing Juri.
That's probably true. I feel like since there's no one here to talk to, and it's kind of hustling us along here, let's check out the forest.
Forest Threshold. You stand at the foot of the marble footpath that leads to the forest. Students are forbidden from proceeding past this point. The activity of campus is oddly muted from here, as though you're on the brink of a private echo chamber with the rest of Otori Academy on the outside. The forest, dark and imposing, makes you think of the ones from fairy tales. The only exit here is south, though.
Yeah, it says students are forbidden, but can we try?
North. You can't go that way.
Yeah, okay.
Enter forest.
I don't think so.
You can't see any such thing.
What?
So that's a
All right.
parser mistake. Look,
Well.
trees?
No,
Nope.
you
Yeah.
can't see any such thing. Can't see
We
the
can't see the trees for the forest, except we
forest.
can't see the forest either. So, really, we're blind.
Ay, ay. Okay. In that case, we will. Yeah.
We'll go explore elsewhere, eh?
Yeah.
I believe we haven't explored east from the athletic field, which that way is the auditorium, but there's nothing to do over there today. So we're going to head back to the main quad. East from the main quad is the cafeteria. The cafeteria is over there, but it's closed on Saturdays. Students bring boxed lunches or eat out of vending machines, often on the quad. You aren't hungry anyway, sustained as you are by your love for Juri. From this angle, you notice that the tower has a balcony about 15 meters up. For a minute, you could swear people were playing baseball up there, but at a second glance, you conclude it was a trick of the light.
Oh man. Can
I'm going to keep taking us to new areas at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. It's just, is there anything to interact with on the quad?
It does not appear so.
Okay, just checking.
We're now on the activity building grounds. Overlooking the main quad on this spot is the activity building where some of the sportier clubs conduct events. We've been up there, that's where the kendo and the fencing clubs are. The entrance opens to your west in a majestic arch. The main quad is back the other way to the east. Just south of you and practically adjoining the activity building is stately Nemuro Memorial Hall, of which you've heard ill-defined rumors.
Ooh, let's go there.
Nemuro Memorial Hall grounds. Nemuro Memorial Hall is tall and impossibly thin, just like all the boys on campus. Its architecture looks complex and fascinating, but you're prevented from exploring by yellow construction tape. Attached to the tape is a neatly printed sign. A larger, noisier building lies to the north.
Head there.
Let's read the sign.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
The sign reads, Nemuro Memorial Hall is temporarily closed for revolutions. We apologize for any inconvenience. You giggle. Of course they meant renovations. Clearly someone's spell checker needs upgrading. And it will not let us enter there.
No.
Back east is the middle school building. We can go in. Have we been to the middle school building?
We have not. Oh, except I
Have we
think to go
not?
to the Rose Garden. We went to the Rose Garden, but I don't think we went anywhere else.
Yes. I think it's not letting us go in the middle school building because we are not a middle school student.
Oh, okay.
We're going in the grade school building.
But we're not a grade school student either.
We are not. Architecturally, much like its equally square, equally tall twin on the other side of the arched corridor to the west, the grade school building is where the little kids come for classes during the day. Instead of a greenhouse in the courtyard, though, the grade school building has a towering oak tree with a bird's nest just visible from in one of the upper branches. The building is closed on Saturdays due to some bull about second graders not being ready for the 5.5-day week that middle and high schoolers endure. To the south looms the rarely visited administrative building. We'll check that out.
Yeah.
You hurry past the bureaucracy of architecture that is the administrative building. No one goes in there unless they have to. Students just pass by on their way to the high school building to the east, the grade school building to the north, or the tower to the west.
I'm getting the sense that no one goes there means I cannot go there, so...
I think you're correct.
Yeah.
So?
So what do we have left to us here?
I don't think we've been in the tower or to the high school building, have we?
We've been to the high school building, right? Oh, maybe not. Let's check it out.
I don't think so. High school building. Tucked away into the southeast corner of campus is this hulk of a high school building which manages to look unwieldy in spite of, or perhaps because of, the many clashing styles of delicate arches used in and around its construction. Nominally, you're supposed to be in class right now, but you decided you had better things to do. Madame Lemaire can suck on it. Back to the west is the administrative building.
Okay, so can we... Wait, can we enter the high school building?
North would appear to be that.
Yeah.
Oh, cafeteria grounds. Beep, beep, this area is not yet implemented?
Okay.
Oh, I'm confused. Well,
Yeah, I'm confused too.
where have we not been? Grade
Well-
school building? High school building? Can we go in? We cannot go in there. Well, we can go back to the enormous tower.
Okay.
Have we been there before?
Don't believe so.
All right. Have we read this description? We must have.
I don't think so, no.
No. Here it is, the soaring great tower that emblemizes Tory Academy and serves as home for its chairman, or acting chairman. The base where you stand is a shining round mass of windows and ridges, from the top of which projects a fluted and rose-crested marble tower that must be 80 meters tall. Lost students navigate by looking for its rounded pinnacle. To the west and east are the classroom and administrative buildings, respectively. North of here is the arched corridor that leads to the half of campus used for recreation, and to the south is the arch that serves as Otori's entrance and exit.
Well, let's try to leave Otori.
Well, we can go back to the
Yeah.
the dorm, but that doesn't help us.
No, I know. It's going to lead us to the dorm. Yeah, it's just funny because I feel like no matter what we're doing, we're getting descriptions of these buildings, but
But nothing
allowed
to work with
enter.
in a
Yeah.
text-adventure game. Now, I beat this game without too much trouble back when I played it a million years ago.
It's confusing my brain, but if we can figure out a way to go somewhere, I would love to do that.
Somewhere where we can do something.
Yeah.
Well, let's go in the tower, shall we?
Let's try.
Tower foyer.
Oh, we can. Oh, great.
As a student at Otori, you are used to architecturally creative rooms, but this beats all. This room of the chairman's tower resembles nothing so much as a sphere sliced down the middle. An elegant bench with a yellow urn of roses stands in front of a large flat wall in front of an enormous painting of a starscape. The curved part of the wall showcases a bamboo screen the size of a garage door. Otori Akio, the tall, dark-skinned acting chairman with the long lavender hair, stands facing you with a cup of aromatic tea and a disarming smile. You would almost think he was expecting you. An elevator inlaid with a white rose is set into the tower's north wall.
Enter elevator.
Not even talking
Oh, wait, let's
Akio.
talk to Akio. Sorry.
Enter elevator. That's not something you can enter.
Okay,
It's
talk to
an
Akio.
up direction is what it is.
Well, let's talk to Akio, though.
I believe you have to.
I didn't really want to, but
You can't just walk up to someone and talk to him.
All
You should
right,
ask him
ask-
about something instead.
I completely forgot. Ask Akio about tower.
Oh, you're impressed? I suppose it is a rather nice tower. The planetarium at the top is especially exquisite. Still, it's rather more living space than I need, really. Why don't you come and live with me? You hesitate for a long moment. Somewhere a frog croaks. Just kidding, says Akio.
Seduce Akio.
Seduce Akio. Of course.
Which is a
That's
terrible idea.
Go-to move.
It's a really terrible idea.
Hey, you tell Akio. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together. That joke doesn't even make sense in Japanese, he replies with a patronizing smile. You redden. Damn, these Otori folk are pros.
Oh my. I don't even know why I tried that. Ask Akio about school.
Oh, good one. I hope you're enjoying your time here, says Akio kindly. It's very important to me that your school days should be memorable. If there's anything or any person you need help with, I hope you'll tell me.
Ask Akio about Juri.
Akio laughs kindly when you tell him about your encounter with Juri. I could have told you that would happen. That's one morass I'm not wading into, lamb. But I do know someone who's exactly foolish enough to help you with that problem. Kiryu Toga.
Ask Akio about Toga.
Judging from the number of
Just put
handprints
an
I've seen on his face,
exclamation point.
Toga must have asked Juri out about 50 times. He skips school on Saturdays, so you'd best look for him at his home. Here, I'll give you directions. Akio describes how to reach the Kiryu estate from the entrance to the academy. Good luck with the girl, he adds.
Excellent. So he gave us directions.
That means we can now go from the entrance to Otori
Right.
to Toga's house.
Okay. Well, I still want to know what else is in the tower.
Shall we try
If
going
we
up?
Can, yes. Let's try.
You press the button, but the elevator doors won't open. You're guessing this is related to the small empty keyhole above the button.
Mystery. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done here. Let's try to go to Toga's house.
Out, south, south to the Otori Arch. From here, you can venture onto campus, or you can hike off of campus, or hike to Toga's house. That noun did not make sense in this context. Hike? Hike to Kiryu Estate. Places you can hike to include South Dorm, Otori Academy, and Kiryu Estate.
There we go.
The Kiryu Manor. The Kiryu Manor, what you can see of it, can only be described as palatial. By the way, in the Sega Saturn game, the name of the place is White House. You knew some students maintained residences outside the dorm system, but how any grade schooler could afford the onion domes and golden turrets of the decadent monstrosity before you escapes your imagination. Rich parents, probably. Rich, guilty parents. It almost makes you want to hike back the way you came.
Wait, don't Toga and Nanami live with their parents?
Never addressed. Miki and Kozua don't, though.
Yeah, but I thought their estate, they live there with their parents.
Never addressed.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear. This is
No
like
information.
a mistaken impression. Okay.
Yeah. You're not
Interesting.
wrong. It's just not established
Yeah.
one way or the other.
No, that's a good point. I mean, I guess because that's the whole Utena thing, not having parents.
Leading into this palace is a gilded door.
Okay. A gilded door. I suppose that we should knock on the door.
Ooh, polite.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna walk into somebody's house.
After tapping your foot for nearly a minute, you hear footsteps from the other side, and after a moment the door opens part way to reveal Kiryu Toga. His astonishing eyes are blue, his even more astonishing hair is crimson, and his especially astonishing velour bathrobe is an unspeakably awful magenta. He cocks his head and snorts. Do I know you?
We have to ask, so ask Toga about Toga.
Oh. Just wrote Tuga, just a moment. Toga looks at you as though you were an amusing bug. A presumptuous one, aren't you? He muses.
Ask Toga about student council.
Student council. I don't know if I just have to type student. What kind of a question is that to ask someone in his bathrobe? Toga smirks. Toga has rapidly lost interest in you. He closes the door without another word. You're going to need to impress him somehow if you hope to have a real conversation with him.
Really? I was just about to ask him about his bathrobe.
Should we knock on door again?
Yeah.
Ask about bathrobe. Once again, the door opens and you are faced with Kiryu Toga in his magenta bathrobe. He waits for you to state your business.
Ask about bathrobe.
Same result as asking about Toga. A presumptuous one, aren't you?
Okay.
Now, there's two obvious things we haven't tried here, and I don't remember what works. Ask Toga about Juri, or seduce Toga.
Well, do you think either... I mean, those are both things I'm going to try.
Okay.
But I don't know if either is going to work. So, first of all, let's ask Toga about Juri, because I don't like the seduction results, but...
Okay, it's the same result.
Okay.
Close the door
Seduce
in our face.
him. Let's just seduce him. Why not?
Knock. Now, knock on door. Thank you, parser. Seduce Toga. Let's play text adventure, you smirk at Toga. You be the desk and I'll open your drawers. Let's play house, he counters without missing a beat. You be the screen door and I'll slam you all night long.
What?
I wish you were DSL so I could get high-speed access, you retort. I wish you were a pony carousel outside Walmart so I could ride you all day long for a quarter, Toga replies. Wait a minute. You pull out your lascivious leaflet and shoot Toga a questioning gaze. He tosses his hair with a laugh and pulls out an identical copy. You feel the bonds of nascent friendship forming between you. Toga smiles mischievously. Come on inside. We'll have a cup of tea.
Of course that's what works. Of course. All of this effort on seducing people, even though I never wanted to. And of course, it was Toga all along.
Yeah, I don't know what you expected.
That's exactly what I should have expected. I don't know why I was so naive.
Kiryu Atrium. This place is a lot nicer on the inside than it looked on the outside. Simpler, more Art Deco, as though a gaudy shell had been hollowed out and redecorated by someone with actual taste. Columns both hold up the ceiling and conceal the inner chambers of the manor. Leading into this palace is a gilded door. A pot of hot tea and 2 porcelain cups sit on a side table between your armchair and his. You can also see Toga here.
Okay. So I guess we can ask Toga about Juri now.
I guess we can.
I hope so.
Ah, so she's why you're here, says Toga thoughtfully. I can see how you might be her type. The only problem is, he says with a quirk to his mouth, that our friend Juri has a little hang-up. The name of the hang-up is Tadatsuki Shiori.
Ooh, ask Toga about Shiori.
Juri and Tadatsuki have been obsessed with each other in different ways for as long as I've known either of them, says Toga. Nothing hurts Juri more than the thought that Tadatsuki doesn't love her, Tadatsuki. But Tadatsuki isn't like Juri. I mean, she doesn't lay eggs, Toga explains delicately, at least as far as Juri knows. If you want to hurt Juri, which you will have to if you want to date her, nothing could hurt worse than making her believe Tadatsuki Shiori was dating another woman.
Oh.
You goggle at Toga. Oh dear, he says, I'm afraid you think me very unchivalrous. I assure you it's nothing like that. I'm just trying to show kindness to you, the new girl in school with the unrequited affection for my colleague. You should ask around school and find out what Tadatsuki is interested in. If it turns out to be something I can help with, you should come back here and ask me about it.
Oh, dear.
We've got our marching orders.
I know. It's getting even worse than I thought it would. All right. So, yes, we should go
Drink
back.
tea.
Oh, okay.
There's tea here.
Yeah.
Let's drink it.
Why not drink it? It's a really good point.
Might be poison, but let's see. There's nothing suitable to drink here? Come on. The
It's an
tea's right
unsuitable
there.
tea.
Look, tea. The pale green tea is nicely brewed and just aromatic enough. The boy can flirt and brew a nice cup of tea. Unless he has a butler, in which case, well.
He probably is a butler.
Yeah.
But apparently the tea is still not suitable to drink, so let's, there's nothing else to ask Toga about. We have to, I guess, go back to Shiori and...
Well, he said to ask other people about Shiori.
Oh, ask other people about Shiori. Okay.
So let's head back to Otori, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate to leave Togo that way, without drinking his tea and all, but let's do it.
So we know where to find Kozue, Saionji. Have we run into Miki? I don't remember. And Anthe.
We have not run into Miki, and I don't know why. I thought I'd find him in the music room, but...
Well, the music room is for other things besides just playing music, Tori.
Oh, good point. Yeah. That's in the flavor of the game. And we really can't go into any of the school buildings. So
well, some of the people are in school buildings. Like the music room and
Oh, well, yeah, but what I mean is we can't go into like specifically what they call like the high school or middle school or elementary
Right.
school. But
Oh,
what
we
we
know where to
can
find
do,
Akio as well.
yes. Well, I
Oh,
suppose.
I just found Mickey when I was
Oh,
exploring around a little
in
bit.
the library.
Yeah, from the classroom building, we can go to the library.
Oh, did we not go there before?
I don't think we
Okay,
did.
good to know.
Otori's elegant, modern two-story library is a hotbed of activity in the weeks before exams or virtually any day after school. Today, however, it's almost abandoned as students are in classes or enjoying the fine weather. They miss out on rows upon rows of tomes on subjects ranging from the pedestrian to the esoteric. For those who have grown weary of such scholarship, the main corridors of the classroom building lie to the east. Placed unobtrusively against a back wall is a small bureau embossed with the usual rows and labeled restricted in large script letters. A young blue-haired student you recognize as Kaoru Miki sits at his study carrel. Carrel? Is that what they're called?
Uh, no.
Carrel. Reading a textbook.
Corel? I
Corel?
have no idea
Not
what that
Corel.
means. I've never heard of that.
Carrel. Carrel. A small cubicle
Oh.
with a desk for the use of a reader or student in a library.
What?
I would have just called it a library desk.
Never heard of that, yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
we've
Carol.
learned something today.
There you go. Well, we found Miki in his study. Was it Carol?
Carol.
Carol.
I think.
And so we ask Miki about, I guess, well, I'd like to start with some small talk, really.
Ask Miki about
yeah, like that was my intuition, but I know that it's not necessarily necessary, but it just seems wrong not to, right?
Hey, what do you know about Juri, kid?
Right, ask Miki about Miki.
Me? Says Miki amiably. I'm just an average 7th grader, I guess. I'm secretary of the student council, if that counts for anything, but mostly I study and play the piano.
So ask Miki about, well, I was going to say we're supposed to be asking about Shiori, correct?
Yeah.
So,
But we can also ask about Juri,
ask about
probably.
Juri first, yeah.
Miki's face lights up. You know Juri-senpai? He asks excitedly. Not half as well as I'd like to, you reply. Oh, Miki stammers uneasily. About that. It's not for me to say, but I think Juri-senpai doesn't date. She has someone special, I guess.
Ask Miki about Shiori.
I don't really know her very well, says Miki. I've only really talked with her once. She wanted to know about the rose seal Juri and the rest of us wear. She seemed really curious about it. Of course, Miki fidgets, there's not much to tell.
Ask about the rose seal.
All the members of the student council wear this rose seal, explains Miki. It symbolizes that we're all, he fumbles. All members of the student council, he finishes unconvincingly.
Ask Miki about the student council.
I tried to ask Miki about student, that didn't work.
Yeah.
About
well.
Stuco. Miki looks proud. We represent the student body at Otori Academy. Kiryu Toga-senpai is the president. He's in 11th grade. And then there's Vice President Saionji Kyoichi-senpai. Juri-senpai is on the council, too. She's sort of a teacher-student liaison. Really? I always assumed that she was the treasurer.
Yeah.
Because that's the traditional 4 positions on a student council, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I thought that's what she was, too, but who knows? Honestly.
Okay, well, whatever.
Gosh, I don't even know what to ask him about anymore.
Is ask Miki about someone special the same as Shiori? Asking about Shiori?
We'll see. Let's see.
Oh, Miki smiles, seeming a little more at ease. In her locket. Sometimes when she's tense, she puts her hand over it. I don't know whose picture is in there, but... He looks uncomfortable for a moment. But they must be someone really wonderful.
Ooh.
Or maybe Shiori.
Juicy. Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, he doesn't know, so...
Right.
It's tricky. There's a lot of tricks to this.
Anything else you want to try to get out of Miki?
I don't think so. Any suggestions?
Seduce Miki.
Oh, God. All right, fine.
He's just a 7th grader, whatever. Was that an earthquake, or did you just rock my world, you ask, shooting Miki a wicked grin? Probably an earthquake. The fault zone has been unusually active lately, replies Miki ingeniously. You notice he doesn't quite make eye contact, though.
God. Terrible. All right, I think we're done here.
All right.
We know where other people are. I think maybe we'll go back to Seonji,
All right.
I guess.
I just got to Kozue accidentally.
Oh, yeah, let's ask Kozue then.
All right. Ask Kozue about what?
Well, we've already had a conversation, so I guess we can jump into Shiori.
Tatatsuki Shiori? Repeats Kozue. Is she in the high school? Oh, wait, I do remember her. We had lit club together last semester. We were the only people who thought Naomi was the good guy in that Tanizaki book. Some reference I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember anything about Shiori personally, though. Maybe ask a high schooler.
Yeah, I guess we're pretty done there. We'll go to Seonji.
All right. We need to exit around, go north from the tower, head west from the main quad to the activity building grounds, and south. No. And north. That's the fencing room. Kendo Dojo. All right. So Seonji's here. Ask Seonji.
Seonji, we've already had a conversation with him too, so I don't feel the need for small talk. Let's get straight to the point.
Ask him about Shiori.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Seonji puzzles. Oh, wait. Short girl ingratiating with the hair? I caught her trying to steal my ring. Well, eyeing it. Covetously. Seonji flexes his fingers, showing off the sparkling rose-crested band around his left finger. I've no idea why.
Ask Seonji about ring.
Ah, you noticed, smirks Seonji, gazing at his ring lovingly. This ring is worn by the school's elite. It's no wonder so many people are interested in it. Unfortunately, people like you aren't even allowed to know what it stands for. He tries to lord it over you. You stand your ground.
Ask Seonji about people like me.
I don't think that's going to work.
No, it's not going to work, but...
About people like me. Nope, there is no reply.
Alright.
So I think you probably know what to do from here to progress the game, right?
I mean, basically, we're just going to go around and ask everybody about Shiori.
What did Toga say about asking people about Shiori?
Oh, well, I mean, we need to find something that embarrasses Juri. Maybe we should just ask Juri about Shiori.
I don't think she's going to tell. Oh, well, let's try it, though. Let's do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's right here in the fencing room.
Give it a shot, I guess.
Ask Juri about Shiori in the middle of a fencing match.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, next calls Juri. She's either completely wrapped up in her fencing or pointedly ignoring you.
So
Probably the latter. But no, more immediately, Toga said if we found anything related to Shiori that he could help us with, to go ask him about it.
Yes. Okay.
Do you want to talk to more people, or do you want to head back to Toga?
Yes. I mean, what did we find out about Shiori that Juri... Oh, we found out that... Did we find out that Juri likes Shiori?
We'd found that out from Toga.
Yeah, we found that out from Toga.
But from asking around campus, we found out that Shiori is interested in the rose signets.
Oh. Yeah, was that new? I guess that's new information, but I just never thought that was relevant. Okay, we can bring that back to Toga, sure.
That's what I think we're supposed to do here. I don't remember it too specifically.
That's not exactly what I would have assumed. I'm not gonna lie. Like it didn't seem like the sort of information that would matter for our goal. You know?
They're making us knock on the door to get back in again. Okay. Toga Kiryu and his magenta bathrobe once again welcome you at the door. Toga smiles mischievously. Come on inside. We'll have a cup of tea, and then we're back in the same place with tea that we cannot drink. And Toga.
Yeah. But we have to ask him no matter what. So.
Ask Toga what?
I guess we ask about Shiori again? How do we do this?
He told us to ask him about anything that we found that he could help us with.
Oh, I guess about the rose. We already asked him about the rose seal.
No, we didn't.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we did, but okay. Cool.
In any case, sometimes flags get set from us knowing something.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, for example, that Shiori is interested in the rose seals.
Good point.
Toga's eyebrows come together as you tell him that you need a rose seal. To take care of your girl trouble, he asks. Well, as long as it's for a good cause. He disappears into one of the adjoining chambers for a moment, then returns holding a beautiful ring, a duplicate of the one he wears. With great ceremony, he kneels and presents it to you. You take it and turn it over in your palm. You're a bearer of the rose seal now, smirks Toga. No takesy-backsies. Good luck with Tadatsuki and Juri.
Whew. What? All right.
I want to try wearing it.
Oh, yeah, please.
You put on the rose seal. Nice.
Oh,
okay.
Excellent.
Nothing fancy.
My gosh. We're so in the elite crowd now. I can't wait to duel.
In the Sega Saturn game, there's multiple ways to end up dueling, but you tend to get stomped immediately. And it's usually like weird or bad game endings.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you can go to the Memorial Hall and get a black rose signet that way. You can go on a ride in the Akio car in a certain bad ending and get a rose signet that way.
It's always a bad idea to get a rose signet, I think.
There's a joke ending where you do win the first time around, but then Uden challenges you to a rematch and stomps you then.
I am totally, at this point, tempted to either go show my rose signet to Juri or to show it to Shiori.
Well,
which would be really cruel.
who first?
But
this game is all about cruelty.
I know, and that's why I think that might be the right move. But it's also about, no, I think I'm going to go show it to Shiori.
Great. Let's do it. Hike to South Dorm. And from here, we can go to the common room, which is where Shiori was.
Gosh, I feel bad. I feel so bad about this.
Can we show? Should we try show?
Yeah.
Show ring to Shiori, maybe?
Yeah.
Hey, Chica, you called Shiori. Check out what I scored. The rose seal gleams in the
God.
afternoon light.
This is horrible. I'm a bad person.
Well, yeah, textually you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Shiori's eyes widen. What the? How did you... Patience, you chide. I'll tell you everything, but not here. Freshen up and meet me at the forest behind campus. See you later. You ignore Shiori's protests until at last she scurries out of the common room en route to Otori. You're not sure why you told her to go to the forest. For some reason it seemed like the natural place to tell someone about the rings, except of course you don't know anything about them yourself. It would probably be best to avoid the forest until you know what you're going to do with Shiori once she gets there.
So we have to figure out that we're a duelist and then duel her. And
You're on the wrong track. I remember this part of the game. What was Toga's advice for what would hurt Juri the most?
Well, it would be to expose her hidden love. Oh, so we have to get...
No, that's not what Toga said would hurt Juri the most.
What did he say?
That convincing her that Shiori was dating another girl.
Oh, dating another woman, of course. Oh, God.
So what's your next move? Are you starting to get the logic of this game a little bit internalized?
It's really hard for me because I'm not a terrible person.
Okay, try to become more terrible. Take a moment.
Yeah, I just 1 second. Imagining what it's like to be a terrible person now. Okay.
We've already talked to Sanji, Toga, and Akio, so some of it should have rubbed off.
I know, but... Okay. So, we have to convince Juri that Shiori's dating a woman specifically. Right. I mean, that could be... Could find a way to seduce Shiori so that it looks like she's dating us.
But we want to seduce Juri.
We want to seduce Juri,
so we don't want to make her think that we're dating Shiori.
Good point.
So what else can you do here?
Who's another woman we can set up Shiori with? Kozue?
That's really your only option.
The only option.
You're not going to convince Anthony to do anything because Anthony is not engaged to you.
So, but what can we do to get Kozue into that situation?
Well, shall we go find Kozue again?
I guess so.
All right. Hike to campus. North, north, north. West, west. North, west. I'm actually a little bit lost. So that's the fencing room. Kendo dojo. We were just here, though.
The music room.
The music room.
It's the middle school.
The classroom building. Yes. Music room. All right. So here we are. Bored-looking girl with dark hair. It is not only for playing music, it's also for hanging out by yourself when you're bored for some reason, I guess.
All right. So, guess we can show Kozue our ring and see what she says. I don't know if it's going to have a result, but why not?
Show ring to Kozue. Kozue is unimpressed.
Yeah, of course. Ask...
I mean, her brother has one. Obviously, she's not going to be impressed.
Yeah, I just figured we might try. Now that we got
anything
this ring
Mickey has is not cool.
Ask Kozue about lesbianism. No. Oh, man. Ask Kozue about... We already asked her about Shiori.
Let's try it again and see if anything has changed because of flags. Nope, same result.
Yeah.
Is there a hint function in this game? Let's find out.
Yeah, I'm a little stuck.
The theater is empty right now. Go exploring and come back when you hit a roadblock. Oh, that's the hint theater. I forgot about the hint system. The hint system is shadow plays. We haven't been looking at them.
Oh.
I totally forgot until just now. But there's no shadow play for us right now.
Oh.
Maybe we should go talk to Shiori in the forest first? No, we're not supposed to go there yet.
No, we're not ready to go there. Okay.
Let's
There
try.
could be more flags.
We haven't talked to Kozuya too much. Have we even asked her about Miki?
We did earlier, but not recently, so we can do it now. It's the same.
No, it's the same thing. About forest? There's no reply.
Ask Kozuya about girls.
Nope, no opinion
Yeah.
about girls. No reply. At this point, I'm kind of at the same place with you. I don't remember what we do here. I
Yeah.
do remember that we do get her up at the forest with Shiori.
Yeah. Well,
Let's go talk to Akio and ask him about Kozue,
okay.
because he seems to be kind of a guide system here as well.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because he's giving us advice about being terrible.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
here we are in the tower foyer. Ask Akio about Kozue. I happen to know Miki's twin rather well, says Akio, sipping his tea. Kozue is a delight personally, although I'm afraid as a student she is English major?
Recalcitrant.
Recalcitrant at best.
It means rebellious.
She'll probably be holing up in the classroom building hiding from her teachers, he smiles.
Well, he knows where she is, but
Well, we were there.
I know.
Can we go up now that we have a signet?
Perhaps, yes.
Nope, it's still a keyhole.
Ask Akio... Oh, wait. Yeah, show Akio a ring. Let's try that.
Akio is unimpressed.
Ask Akio about key.
My master key, Akio elaborates. It opens all of the locks on campus. Well, all but one, but you don't need to worry about that one, do you?
Huh.
Elevator?
Yeah? I mean, I don't think he's going to say anything different.
I'd love for you to visit the planetarium, says Akio, but my sister has lost my copy of the elevator
Oh.
key. He emits a chuckle that could have been unforced. She's probably in the rose garden toward the forest and to the left. If you run across her, you should have a word with her about the key. You take careful note of this information. You want to see this famous planetarium.
Nice. I love that, by the way, it says a chuckle that could have been unforced. It's like, yeah, potentially, but probably not. All right, so let's go to Anthe.
All right. Where was Anthe, though?
In the Rose Garden.
Yeah, thank you.
Um,
There's an inn somewhere, like a inn direction. But where was it? Music room? No.
it's in the middle school building, right? Or the middle school area.
Is it?
I think so. I don't remember for sure.
This is a directional issue. I thought I knew the Otori Academy layout. Okay.
It's complicated, for
And
sure.
here we are. In the middle school building, yeah, it was just a matter of finding it.
Yes.
Rose Garden, here we are. Anthe humming Three Blind Mice to herself as she works.
Ask Anthe about key.
Oh dear, smiles Anthe with her eyes closed. Have you come about the elevator key? I've completely lost it. It must be around here somewhere. I would help you look, but I need to water my pet cactus, Nanami. Her pet cactus, Nanami? Whatever. It looks like you'll need to search the garden on your own.
All right. Look garden.
Look garden. That just... There's no look
search
garden.
garden. Okay.
Search garden?
Maybe.
You can't see any such thing. We might have to look under things.
Okay.
Or look in things. I notice in the
So-
description a column festooned with vines of roses, a matching brush. There's a vase. The column's capital resembles a vase out of which spill white and orange roses in full bloom. Even the door is surrounded by a green rose wreath. Much of the lower wall is lost amidst variegated rose bushes, and a pair of keen-looking garden shears leans on unoccupied space.
Look vase.
Look vase. You plunge your hand into the capital. Yow! You pull it back out again, right quick, and suck on your scratches. If you're going to around among the thorns, you're going to need some gloves.
I didn't say plunge my hand into roses.
That's what it means to look at something, Tori. It means you plunge your hand into
look
it.
with your eyes, not with your hands, Amado. Tell us to the children.
Gloves.
All
huh?
right. Yeah, let's get some gloves on. How do we do that?
Let's ask Anthe about gloves.
Yeah, good idea.
She just smiles. She certainly makes no attempt to offer you her gloves. Looks like you're on your own finding those as well.
Duh.
Where else uses gloves?
Well, like, other than the greenhouse?
Yes.
Fencing?
Shall we go check it out?
Yeah?
Fencing room. Yes. A balcony up the back wall above the equipment locker.
Ooh, equipment locker.
Open locker. You open the equipment locker, revealing a fencing mask, a fencing jacket, and some protective gloves.
Take all.
Take all. Fencing mask taken. Fencing jacket taken. Protective gloves taken.
Yes.
Wear gloves.
Perfect.
Oops, I just wrote wear glove. They won't fit properly over the rose seal on your ring finger. Seriously?
Really? Like, why not?
Take off ring.
Yeah.
You take off the rose seal.
As long as we're putting it in our pocket or something and not just dropping it on the ground.
Wear gloves. You put on the protective gloves.
All right.
Now, we've been playing this for about 45 minutes. I think we should probably take a break and come back to this. The game's not super long, and I feel like now that we're working together a little bit more, one more session might be enough to hammer this out.
I definitely feel like I've kind of gotten more of what this game is about.
And you are a worse
sure.
person because of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my, I think a couple of my friends in high school, like, you know, me and my other friend were always super nice. So one of our friends in high school said that she was going to give us bitch lessons. This is what this feels like. It feels like bitch lessons. So.
Well, we've certainly accomplished a lot more in the game. We've got a rose seal and some gloves, but not at the same time. Because that's just not possible.
I'm still picturing like the game tricking us into dropping the ring on the floor or something and having to come back for it later. But, you know, it's probably not that mean.
No, I don't think it is. Not mean in that way. Not mean to the player.
Yes.
One last thing.
Well, unless making the player be mean is mean to the player. Anyway.
One last thing before we go, because we've completely neglected the hint system. I want to try hinting again and see if there's a shadow play now. There is.
Oh, awesome.
The Great Detective. Do you know? Do you know? I wonder if you know. You want to be Aiko or Biko?
I'll be Aiko.
All right. In a deerstalker cap.
Yes. I, the great detective, had deduced that because there are no fingerprints at the crime scene, the culprit must be that crooked-looking gardener who uses gloves to pot plants.
Biko with garden shears. No, I am innocent. I tell you, it must have been the chef. He uses gloves to take the pots out of the oven. Biko in a chef's hat. That is one false accusation, ha ha ha. The true villain is le groom. He uses le gloves to work with le horses, ha ha ha. That's really bad. Biko with a horse. I swear I didn't do it. It must have been the butler who...
Aiko. Good heavens, how many of you people wear gloves?
That's what passes for hints around here.
Yeah, not a bad hint. Like, seriously.
All right. That will be all of Miracles Never Cease. We are ceasing them. The miracles have been ceased. We hope to see you next time to finish up this whenever we get around to it.
Yeah. Probably, you know, within the next couple months, I expect.
I don't have anything clever to say there. Close it out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
messed you up. Yeah.
No, I failed.
This week, the opening song was Disco Challenge from the album Hella's Awesome Dance Adventure by Komiku. The ending song is Still Run Against the Universe from the album Popey's Incredible Adventure, also by Komiku. You can find those albums and other works by Komiku at loyaltyfreakmusic.com.
No, it was me. That's my bad.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry. I failed you.
We're just terrible performers. May as well turn it over to a monkey.
a monkey reading Utena fanfiction.
All right. You can cut all that, Dom. Like,
Yeah.
all of it.
Just cut the entire thing,
The last 45 minutes.